Alright troops, how are we all? Welcome back to this week's episode of Slick's Friday Night Show. I'm actually on time this week, not 3 days late. And today I want to talk about Splitgate, the new Halo meets Portal first person shooter. I want to talk my Xbox problems. I want to talk about life as a courier. Let's jump to it. Right, first up, how can I not discuss Splitgate? This game is shaking up the whole gaming world right now. I didn't even know anything about it 2 weeks ago, but this new FPS is described, as I says, a Halo meets Portal shooting game, and it looks fucking awesome. Now, hands in the air, I've not played it yet. Don't hate me for it, don't judge. But this game has risen from 400 concurrent players to 250,000 in just 3 weeks. That makes it quite difficult to play. This huge spike has made it extremely difficult to actually get a shot of playing this game because the small team of devs at 1047 Games just weren't ready for it. They didn't have enough server power and the game was nowhere near ready enough for that amount of players in such a short period of time. And honestly, that kind of growth is unheard of. But judging with the gameplay and speaking to a few people who have actually managed to be getting on and getting a game, I can totally see why it's booming to success. I mean, the game is just insane. Any game, in my opinion, that tracks the number of times you teabag an enemy is an automatic, excellent A-rate game. That could just be my immaturity kicking out though. Now, this rapid growth has been so amazingly overwhelming that the team at 1047 Games actually had to take Splitgate down for a few days just so they could deal with the latest update and upgrading all their servers to handle the influx of players. And now that it's back up and running, I don't see anything stopping this game for a good while. Now don't get me wrong, only time's going to tell if the game is a fad or not. This could be paving the way for that small dev team to be a success. Just look at games like Fortnite and PUBG. These games came out of nowhere. I hadn't even heard of them until they were on the market basically, and they are now domestic titles. They're up there and it's recognisable as if someone's to talk to you about Halo or Call of Duty or even FIFA. Now, I'm currently downloading Splitgate, so I will get back to you next week with my opinion once I've had a shot. I did originally think it was on Steam only, but I've found out it's on console as well. Fucking win. So I'll get back to you with my personal opinion next week. But feel free to leave a comment if you're already on and playing, let me know what's your favourite thing about it so far. Right, let me start this section by saying I am an Xbox fan, and the whole console war versus PC that's been going on for years, I've always been on the side of Xbox. I have been since the OG Xbox console came out all those years ago, and through my life I've had my fair share of Xboxes and 360s and Xbox Ones. With an Xbox Series S, hopefully I'm going to be getting ordered soon if I can manage to afford one. Make me go viral. But in today's world of online and cloud-based gaming and being part of this streaming generation, I can't explain how annoying the Xbox has become. Now, I don't know if these issues also retain to the PlayStation. I don't use a PlayStation. You can comment and let me know if I'm right or wrong. But firstly, what gives Xbox and Microsoft a right to tell me I'm not allowed to play my games if I don't have an internet connection? My internet was down for a few days the other week there. Being a fibre optic customer with Virgin, everything was down. No phone, no internet, no TV. All comes through the one thing. I thought, it's okay. I'll just jump in the console, play something offline, a single player. Nope, because it turns out, without any internet connection, every game downloaded on my console is unplayable. All I get is a pop-up message telling me that I don't have an Xbox connection for Xbox to connect to the servers to check whether I have permission to the game. I've already downloaded it on my hard drive. Is that not enough? And I'm not just talking about Game Pass. Even if you've not paid for Xbox Live, at least not for me. Even the games I've bought and paid for, I can't play. So without an internet connection, all I've got is a lump of plastic that sits on my desk that I can stare at, because I mean, who has discs nowadays? But then I thought, I still have games on disc, and well, the Xbox One's backwards compatible. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to play some Sonic. I rummaged through my discs. I'm thinking, I'm sure I had it. Boom! Sega Mega Drive Collection. Awesome, right? I stick the disc in. I'll wait for the game to load. Nope. What's the use in backwards compatibility for older games if it doesn't fucking work? Why can you just pick and choose which games work and which ones don't? That's not fair to somebody who's paid for a game. Sort your shit out. Now, As I've discussed, making YouTube videos and streaming games on Twitch is what I've chosen to be my full-time occupation right now. I'm trying to make a career of it. Now granted, I've still yet to make money from it, but I'm doing what I enjoy, and I'm confident that I will make it over time, and I'm just trusting the process. But previous to this career, I was a courier. That'll take a lot of people by surprise. You know, the guy who comes to your door and delivers parcels. And I've worked for near enough all the major companies. DPD, Yodo, Hermes, UPS, you know, over the period of like 6 or 7, maybe even 8 years, that's what I've done. And do you know what? It's a fucking brutal job. Now before anybody tries to accuse me or make assumptions, because I'm a 25 stone asthmatic guy who is renowned for being a lazy fucker, I'm a good courier, always have been, and I have people who will vouch that. It might sound like utter bullshit, I promise, it's not, I'm good. I've been put in cities that I've never been to before and still managed to do 25 to 30 deliveries an hour. That averages as a stop every 2 minutes. That's pretty fucking impressive. And if I'm local to where I stay in Glasgow, I can do over 40 an hour. But do you know the worst thing about being a courier? Not the fact that you're out yourself alone every day, or that you're out in shitty weather delivering people's parcels. It's a simple thing. People not being fucking home. It's a simple premise, people. If you order something, be fucking in for it. And I literally must have more than hundreds of stories about being a courier, dealing with customers, the various things that I've seen and done. And do you know what? Most of these stories or complaints or anything that ever caused me hassle, it was because a customer wasn't home. I get that you still need to go to work to earn your money, because your money pays for those parcels which keeps me in a job. I understand, but what people don't seem to realise is nowadays, all these big courier companies, they don't pay fairly. I would guess at least 80% of couriers are self-employed. Why is that? Because these companies don't want to pay hourly rates. They don't want to pay people a fair wage. Some people get as low as 40 pence to deliver a parcel, and you're not in. Now do you see why we leave them in bins and behind fences? Because we're trying to feed our families and pay our bills. Not rocket science. Could you imagine working as, say, an accountant for a business, and you're chasing up a debt that's outstanding with another company that owes you it? Oh, can't get a hold of them. No one's answering the phone. So your boss tells you you're not getting paid for the day. How shit's that? So how shit would it be if you're trying to deliver a parcel to someone and you waste 10-15 minutes trying to get rid of it, none of the neighbours are in or will take it, and you've wasted all that time for probably 60 pence? Maybe 80, because I can assure you the rates don't get any better than that nowadays. But just think about it, see as Christmas is coming up in the next few months and all these people start to do their online shopping, try not to be an arsehole. If you order something, be in for it. If you're at work, order it to your work, or order it to someone's house who's going to be in. It's no rocket science, like I said. And if you can't manage any of that, have a safe place. See, as long as you don't stay in a flat and you stay in a house, it's not difficult to leave a box out that you can put parcels in. And if anybody's ever interested, I can certainly make lots of videos about my stories, about stuff that I've done and seen as being a courier. And trust me, some of those things will shock you. But for now, I'm going to head off and edit this video to get it up on YouTube. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to share my videos as well. I mean, how else am I going to go viral and become the biggest thing out of Scotland if you don't help? Catch you later, troops.